Veermachinani Peddaya Siddhartha Public School, Vijayawada. The school strives to provide ample resources to encourage the children to be patriotic, helpful to one another, and useful to the society and the nation. The school aims at training the children to shoulder the responsibilities and to develop leadership traits. The school creates student-friendly, fear-free environment for the children by shifting the focus from teaching to learning such that they come to school with a smile and return from school with a smile. The Sagate has taken a lot of care in imbibing all the above traits and all the above resources to encourage the children in all the fields, and ample facilities are provided to make the children the great citizens of the country. Here comes our secretary, the president, Sri N. Venkateswarlu Garu, into the school to open up the resourceful boundaries into the country, laying the foundation of the children who have done their best to put up a great show in the school. From the Department of English, the teacher in charge, the teacher from the Department of English who is holding the class of 10C, Mrs. Rosemary, has put up a great show. Our convener, sir, is also one of the members who have attended the great unveiling of the educational boundaries which have reached to the level of success. Our convener, sir, Sri Parvatini Prabhaskaru, who always is there to encourage the children, the staff. Thank you, sir. And our principal, Sri Mallikarjun Babu Garu, who always encourages and who always tries to bring out the best from the children. And he also strives hard to provide with ample sources because he always takes the side of the children and the teacher in developing the leadership traits. And he always believes that the school creates that student-friendly, free environment because he always believes that teaching to learning and learning to teaching remains always the ultimate measure to measure the greatness and the creativity of the children. It's all about the teamwork. It's once again the classroom welcoming with the periodical and the sessional work done by 10C children. And we can here as well see the board well decorated by the students, welcoming the undersigned personalities. Here comes the teacher in charge from the Department of English, Mrs. Rosemary, welcoming you all for the periodical and sessional work presentation. And the gallery is waiting for every one of you to take a 360 degrees roundup. And now every work is appreciated in each and every corner. So also now this work also has entered into a corner of a periodical page of the newspaper. Viluvulato Kodina Vidyavasaram. Yeah, definitely. And this has come up in the newspaper article, bringing out and spreading out the aroma of success and the children's presentation in the newspaper too. I hope all of you will have a look at it. The children are trying to raise the flag of VPSPS in the statewide. And now in the country, it is going to be risen in the corner of CBSE. Now each and every work is acknowledged and brought into firm by their feedback. The great personalities after having a 360 degree of roundup, have come up with their signatures of feedback. And definitely, yes, the children were well bounded. The children were well surrounded by the good feedback. And it is a great appreciation from our President Sir, from our convener Sri Prabhas Garu, and from our principal Sri Mallikarjun Babu Garu, and the other guests. Thank you very much for the great feedback. And this is going to be the next step towards the other successes that we are going to attain in the future too. Thank you very much. This is the picture taken in the classroom. Mrs. Rosemary with her children of class 10C, the in charge vice principal of Veermachinani Padaya Siddhartha Public School. The holding a next session with the girls, the sweet girls, and the teacher is having one more a photograph with the girls of BPS PS at 10th class C section. Now here comes our president Sri N. Venkateswara Garu, Saf Segate, coming and giving out his opinion on the galore. Here the children with the amenities, Sri Mallikarjun Babu Garu, and the president Sri N. Venkateswara Garu, convener Sri P. Prabhas Garu, and the in charge vice principal having a photograph with all the students. Now, the work is always, the hard work always pays, and it is well appreciated. Now, here, the galore, the roundup has started with the speakers speaking about their presentations and their way of laden pictures, and everything is being explained very clearly. Here, convener sir is having a cute conversation with the girls, getting the information how they have spent their time, their quality time, in getting out the pictures done. And Sri N. Venkateswara Garu is having a talk with the girls how they have done their work in the holidays in bringing out such a big presentation in the school. A wonderful presentation. The girls welcoming the guests. Naparathareni Prabhas Garu is appreciating the work of Mrs. Rosemary, the in charge vice principal of Veermachineni Padaya Siddhartha Public School, who has taken a lot of care in coordinating the program, in getting the things done by the children, in taking part in the sessional work of class 10, which is going to be submitted to the CBSE from Veermachineni Padaya Siddhartha Public School. It's a periodical and sessional work. And let me bring out a small account about the periodical and the sessional work which has to be done by the children through the circular of CBSE. It's circular number CAT 33 2020. Art integrated project for classes 1 to 10 and reporting of the implementation of art education and art integrated learning by the schools. Here the circular states that the teaching learning process in all its affiliated schools, it was also informed that all the schools must adopt and implement LOs prepared by NCERT in their annual pedagogical plans to enable at the stakeholders to follow the competency-based education. And the focus of CBE is the attainment of each of the grade and subject appropriate LOs and determinate demonstration and application of learning in real life situation by the learners. And this is with regard to this circular that the children have to take part or have to produce some of the art integrated programs. And in this scenario, the children of Siddhartha Public School have come up with a great show, putting up a galore of their art integrated items, and everyone in the school have appreciated them for doing their best in the school. In continuation of the above efforts, it has been decided to introduce art integrated project work for classes 1 to 10 to promote art integrated learning in school, to make teaching learning competency based and joyful. As a part of this, at least one art integrated project on each subject shall be taken up by the students of classes 9 and 10 from the academic session 2020 and 21, and the students of class 1 to 8 will also be encouraged to take at least one art integrated project and produce it in the given academic year. In this scenario, the class 10C has put up a great show in Veermachineni Peddaya Siddhartha Public School under the able guidance of their teacher in English in the Department of English, Mrs. Rosemary, the acting vice principal of VPSPS. The principal, Sri Mallikarjun Babu Garu, also has encouraged to put up such a great show in the school, and it was well inaugurated by our President Sir, Sri N. Venkateswarlu Garu, the President of Sagate, who always comes forward to encourage such situations, and he will stand like a pillar on the side of teachers and students and looks into the development of the school in every corner. So Mallikarjun Babu Garu is talking to the student, getting the information and how they have done the work with all kinds of elated measure of success. He is elated by the discussions and the descriptions given by the children over there. Now here comes the show on the topic the 100 dresses. Giving you all a short synopsis, it's about a girl named Wanda who claims to have 100 dresses. Her classmates made fun of her because what she claims is in contradiction to the fact that she was always seen wearing the same dress. Her classmates found her name to be funny. It was because everyone had easier names than the Wanda Petronsky. Her name was different because she was a Polish immigrant who had come to an American town with her family. She was poor and did not have many friends. She was quiet and was always seen sitting in the corner of the classroom. The truth about the 100 dresses unveiled when she submitted her 100 drawings in a drawing contest, like our children in 10C who have put up a great galore in the mess in the wide range building of Veermachineni Peddaya Siddhartha Public School. They were the same 100 dresses she used to talk about. All of them were immensely beautiful, like our beautiful girls and our handsome boys who have put up the show. And now our President Sir is greatly elated by going round in 360 degrees of the galore and looking at the 100 days show put up by the children. Really, it was a great show, children. Now, in continuation to the previous lesson, which was given as a synopsis by me, the 100 dresses part 1, here comes 100 dresses part 2. It reveals why Wanda Petronsky has not been coming to school. The Petronsky family decided to move to a big city where no one would care about their unfamiliar name. On hearing the note, Maddie and Peggy got anxious and they realized that they would never get a chance of making amends for all the teasing that they have done. Both the girls get relieved only on learning that Wanda liked them and had dedicated one of the 100 dresses drawings to each one of them. So now here are many children like her. Many Petronskys are found in 10C, elated and feeling very happy on their wonderful presentation of the galore in Tansy room in Veermachineni Peddaya Siddhartha Public School. A wonderful presentation, children. Stay blessed. Such a wonderful galore. It's a wonderful roundup that each and every one of us are left with utmost satisfaction in going through and understanding the depth of the pictures, how the children have taken their value time, because 10th class children, every minute is valuable, so they have given importance to the art integration program also, which was started by the CBSE. Thank you, children, for your wonderful presentation. In appreciation to the 100 dresses, we can find many dresses in beautiful color combinations. One is in cream rich, other one is a milk white, the other one is a long frock, and we can even find gold and blue color frock which is very well decorated. And the children also have taken the real images, and they have used real fabric. They cut out the real fabric to bring out the different shapes. Thank you, children. So these are all cards which were drawn by the children, which were put up on the notice board of class 10C. And every work is looked upon in awe and gaiety by the people who have come all the way to look down and appreciate your work, children. Stay blessed. You can as well see the free flown gowns which are cut out from the real fabric, and they have tried really hard. And we can find many people who will be leaving the steps into the world of fashion, walking up, and there are many creative idols which are laying ahead into the path of success in bringing out many different models in the present day society. Children, it's a great work. Now we can also see a blue colored frock, and next it's a painting. A next work also is a painting. They have used colors and they have really painted very well. Thank you, children. And now let me come upon. Now here comes our manager, sir, Sri Srinivas Garu, having a look at the galore and leaving an appreciation mark on the class 10C. Now giving out the introduction on Fire and Ice poem, it's a Robert Frost poem. It expresses the profound idea that the world would end in either of the two ways, either by ice or by fire. Both the components are well compared with self-destructing human emotions, hatred and desire. The poem very artistically underpins the philosophy that we let our emotions rule us, and if we don't control them, they will surely destroy everything around us. Similarly, he thinks fire and ice both are just competent in bringing the world to a catastrophic end. Such a beautiful underlining that we get from the poem Fire and Ice, and even the children have brought out some pictures from this poem too, to get an understanding of the underlining element, and which has underpinned the philosophy that we let out our emotions rule us, and if we don't control them, they will surely destroy us. So beware of the fire and ice in us, because this profound idea was well brought in by our 10th class C-section girls and boys with the support of the present acting vice principal, Mrs. Rosemary. Thank you, sir, for your great visit to the great wondrous galore of Tansy. And this is also the great galore which surrounded the whole classroom on all the four sides, and wherein all these children, they have adjusted their teaching learning methodology to the center of the class, giving a great space for all the items that they have done in the holidays. Very well done. They were even appreciated by the guest who has come over there, and he also gave his opinion to the
We should
children.
have grip over those things. Unknowingly, without wasting more time, you have to spend some time on these things, and in the due course of your class.
All of the students in the class have made this. What not, sir? This is dal and straws. They have
Cotton sundae.
CDs. This is tablecloths. So not everyone have to put their.
Coastal cities, Madras, Chennai.
We have so many metros in that.
Yeah.
Firstly, you have Mumbai, Chennai,
Calcutta,
Kolkata.
all these cities will be underwater. They are saying, why it will be underwater?
Because of the rise of seawater.
How it will happen? Huh?
Glaciers turning into water.
Antarctica ice is there, blocks. If they melt now, water increases in the seas and oceans. See,
Stand near your exhibits now.
Why should we conserve coal? Coal.
Shilpa.
And 30 pesos and did not give 100 pesos and he returned the relative loan.
Did you see this movie of
Julius.
Telugu movie? కాదండి on farmers.
Maharshi.
Mahesh Babu's
Maharshi.
all the way he comes from US.
Yes, sir.
How he reforms everybody.
Yes, Maharshi.
2-3 days back also.
Got the award?
Yeah,
2
yes.
days back.
Vice President of
That
India.
is farmer.
Yes.
That is farmer. But the movie, but the message
Rajnikant.
he gives from that movie, look after the farmers.
Yes, sir.
Huh? Most of the farmers' children from villages, they come and stay in my community hostel. I am in charge of them, 110 students. Out of this 100, 50 are farmers' children. Daily wages. You know what is daily wages?
Yes, sir.
They go to the field, they
For how much they work, that much they get paid for.
that's all. How they are able to make them study engineering?
Yes.
They are all minimum 80%. 80%. On Sunday you come, I'll give us address. You come and see them, how they are. And we give them scholarships, special scholarships. They are not able to pay some amount, just minimum amount. That also we don't need that. We give them the scholarship, that's it. Everything is free. Food, everything is free for that particular. Some don't have children, parents. Don't have parents, father. Some don't have father. Some work in the houses, just like we have here, na? You come to the apartments or houses, you clean and go.
Yes, sir.
There in village, they go to that houses, clean everything. They are there. They get salary from
Very less.
very less. How they are surviving? After seeing twice, long back, I saw this movie first when it came. I had some idea. From that idea, I'm looking up. That is how the practicality comes. I'm not good in communicating. I'm from Telugu medium Montessori school. I did my schooling in 1964. I completed my SSLC in 1964. It was starting 1964. Then finished at Junior College. So most of them ask me to comment.
I don't like to comment I like the story behind it, but I never learned the poem. The story behind it is to never portray your parents as a villain. They always hope for your good. Yeah, I mean they always give you a set of instructions which always irritates us.
Any of you portray your parent as a villain?
No, sir.
So we are little mature, sir, but in that story she's a very little girl. So that's why.
Yes, sir.
Still girls are more affectionate.
In this galore, you will be finding the glimpses of Indian summary too. And in this, we have 3 short stories depicted by our class 10C children. The first one is A Baker from Goa by Lucio Rodrigues. And this is a short story about a baker and relates to the old Portuguese days. The second one is Coorg by Lokesh Abrol. It's a story about Coorg, a place in Karnataka, and our children are no less in the presentation of their beautiful pictures. And the author describes the weather, environment, people, wildlife, and the landscape of Coorg in their pictures. And our children have left no stone unturned in touching the landscapes of Coorg too. The last one is The Tea from Assam by Arup Kumar Datta. This story is about 2 friends exploring the tea gardens of Assam and also learning the legends behind it. And behind all these works are these great people. Our president, magnanimous personality, Sri N. Venkateswara Garu, our convener, Sri P. Prabhas Garu, our principal, Sri Mallikarjun Babu Garu, our acting vice principal, Srimati Rosemary Garu, with her children. Thank